You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
응답하라
Yeochin.
여친. Go to the into the ship.
Back to the gung to the chew. Jane.
Yes.
Jane, I need therapy
Yeah.
from you.
Well, here we are.
Yes, this is a therapy chair.
Yes.
Like, I had a fantastic trip.
Yes.
I
You went
went
to
to
Indian Wells.
Yes, Palm Springs,
Mhm.
Tennis Paradise,
Yep.
aka Tennis Paradise. But within paradise, it was also hell.
Oh,
And
that's deep.
where do I begin? It reminded me again our life mantra: no good deed,
Mm-hmm.
no good deed.
Mm-hmm. It's a common theme these days.
Okay, so here's how the trip started,
Mhm.
right? So Indian Wells for tennis players, especially in this area,
Mhm.
is like very like it's the one that all the people in this area go to
Okay.
because it's closest.
Ah.
And it's also like the one that people say is really fun because you get access to the players.
Uh-huh.
It's very like where they walk around the pavilion and stuff. It's
Mhm. Like
it's
professional players.
yeah, and I see a lot of people get selfies with players, and I met Djokovic on this trip.
And I know. That was
The GOAT.
so cool.
Yes.
Are they approachable or
Well, in this
they're like
particular-
celebrities.
Oh no, they totally are
Okay,
celebrities.
so they have like scheduled meet and greets.
No. So this particular instance, Djokovic was available for a signing.
Okay.
So you had to stand in line.
Mhm.
But there's also like this entrance where players come in and out of
Mhm.
that only players go to, but they have to go use that entrance to get in
Okay.
and out. So if you
Okay.
stood around there,
Yeah.
you'll eventually see a player.
And it's totally fine to just like approach them and say hi and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
The ball girls and ball boys that have volunteered to do that,
Mhm.
they're not allowed to talk to the players. I found out because
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
So that's one
so
of their like
interesting.
code of conduct sort of thing where
Yeah.
which makes sense, right? Because they have so much access.
Right. I
So-
would think they would have the most access.
Yeah, so they're not allowed to
Okay.
approach players.
Okay. Not
Um,
even when they're off duty.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
I found out this from because one of my friends was a ball girl, and that was
Okay.
in their
How
training.
do you become a ball girl?
You volunteer. That's it.
Oh,
I
but
mean, you get
have to-
selected, I
Okay.
think. And
but
then
you're a player yourself, right?
no.
Anybody
I don't
can-
think you have to be a player,
Okay.
but if you I mean, obviously, if you want to volunteer for
Yeah.
this, you must love tennis, right?
Yeah.
And then I think you get priority if you come back and do it repeatedly, then you
see.
get put into the big matches.
I see. I see.
Anyways, so Indian Wells is always on like, Northwest tennis players' mind, I think.
Sure.
And I've gone once before, but I hadn't thought about it until someone reached out to me.
Mhm.
And this person I know, I'm going to call her Barb. Barb reached out to me. I hadn't seen her in a couple years. Fellow comedian. She's very funny.
Mhm.
And God, it's been like 7 years, maybe. We did a comedy festival together, and we got along great.
What's her connection to tennis?
She loves tennis, watching,
Just
watching.
Okay.
Which is just a fan of tennis,
Yeah.
which I loved about her.
Yes.
I
you
love
connected
that.
on that.
Yeah, she's just an avid fan.
Yeah.
And so we bonded over that before. And I just and there was nothing. I just hadn't talked to them in a long time. And I don't know how we got started again, but she was like, hey, I want to go to this tournament.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, yeah. And the way they approached me was like, well, I want to go. And I think you'd be really fun to go. Duh. Me, of course. So interesting enough, people do approach me a lot with that. Like,
For
you'd be
sure.
fun.
Who is going to be like, like, okay, the word is not low stakes, but like 부담 없이.
Yeah.
Right?
I am easygoing.
Yes,
I feel.
easygoing, fun, chill person who would get along with everyone.
Right.
And yeah.
And bring the party.
Mhm.
I mean, listen, I get
The
invited.
the pressure's off of you. If I bring you somewhere, I feel the pressure's off of me.
Yes.
a little bit to be like this
social
mingler.
and
Yeah.
right, because I do turn up. And I know
Yes.
that about me.
Yeah.
And
And
I
you like doing it in
I naturally,
certain
I mean, but I want to make it clear.
yeah.
I also am very like I have nunchi, like
Yeah.
awareness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna steal somebody's spotlight,
Mhm.
right? So if I get invited to something and it's their night,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, it's about me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but if I get invited to a party and they're like, you'd be so much fun, da da
Yeah.
da. Like, yes, there's a little bit of like, they want me to turn up, but it's
Mhm.
not something I naturally do when I'm
Yeah.
around the right people.
Sure.
Like I feed off energy. If there's
Yeah.
good energy, then I, spring out.
Yes.
But if there is an event where it centers around a certain person or something, I'm going to back off.
Mhm.
Right. So it's not like I'm this, I just want to make it clear. I'm not this like person that's seeking to be
Mhm.
attention. I'm happy, you know this about me, to be home doing absolutely
Oh, for
nothing.
sure.
Like one
Yeah.
of my friends invited me, she always has a sweet passes
Mhm.
and she wanted me to come out really badly to Cardi B.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
like, girl, no. Like
Mhm.
I want to just stay home and do absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. But yeah, so this person was like, you would be so much fun to
Mhm.
go to this tennis tournament
Yeah.
with. And I just don't know a lot of people that love tennis as much as
Yeah.
me.
So another tangent, quick tangent. Doesn't Adonis go every year?
Yes, but
And
he doesn't go during the tournament. He
oh,
goes to like help a coach
got it.
with like running camps.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Because I thought you had gone with him
you know,
this time.
I thought that I had, but now that I think about it, I don't think I have. He
Okay.
always goes with the coach. I think I once went with that coach
Okay.
to the actual tournament once. Um, yeah, so that was my first.
So it's both a place and a tournament.
Yes, yes,
Is what I'm
yes.
trying to
Yeah,
get my
so
head
it's
around.
a
Yeah.
Indian Wells like tennis
Yeah.
stadium, and I
Uh-huh.
think they have many tournaments, I'm sure, but this
Mhm.
one in particular is the big
Got
one
it.
where all the pros
Mhm.
play, and they do it every time around March
Okay.
slash. In fact, the finals is this weekend,
Okay.
so it's like it's not the Grand Slam, but it's
Mhm.
like a level below that. It's
Okay.
considered still top tier.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah, so this person reached out, but and the big reason was like, well, she's a big person.
Oh.
Like, she's very self-conscious about her weight. And so she was like, I want to go, but
Physically big. Oh, I thought you
physically,
meant like big
I want to
following.
go
Yeah.
and I'm afraid about the flight because I don't want anybody to sit next to me.
Mm.
If we went together, you could
Mhm.
sit next to me
You
and
went as a security blanket,
yes.
pretty much.
And I was happy to do it.
Okay.
Because I was like, you shouldn't
That's
feel
so kind of
self-conscious.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing was when they asked me in that way, and I kind of vaguely remember that was sort of an issue last time as well. Like, I
Mm.
want you to sit next to me.
Mm.
So that was the big thing. Like,
Okay.
do you mind sitting next to me? And by the way, I've gotten even bigger than when you saw me last. And
Mm.
I was like, no problem, girl. Like, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Like, I got you. You
Yeah.
shouldn't feel that way. And she's like, I'm afraid they'll, charge me extra. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll sit next to you, no problem.
Mhm.
So that was I really wanted to do a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I wanted her to have a good time.
Mhm.
And I know I love tennis. I love her company.
Yeah.
Like all around it was going to be, a good thing. But I hate planning.
Yes.
So so I was like under one condition.
Mm.
You have to plan it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want
Well,
because
of course, she's the one inviting
yeah,
you.
because I hadn't planned on going.
Yeah.
And I had other people ask me, but I was like, I don't want to
Yeah.
think about it. And the reason I said that was because this person goes to the US Open every year.
Wow.
So they are good at figuring all that tennis stuff
Logistically,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, because I
Where
don't
to
actually
stay,
yeah,
like,
I don't know how the tournament stuff
Sure.
I'm not very familiar with it because
Mhm.
I haven't been to that many tournaments. So I'm like, I'll go if you plan it all
Yeah.
since you're familiar. And
Yeah.
she's like, absolutely.
Okay.
So that's how it started.
Yeah.
But then as the dates get nearer, I'm like, so Do we get a place?
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of buzz from my other players. Like, we planned this a year in advance, right?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it gets booked up. And I'm
I'm
like,
sure.
and then they were like, oh, I wasn't sure 100% if you were saying yes. I'm like, I thought I was pretty sure in saying yes. But
Yeah.
anyway, so and then they're like, oh my God, this option, and asking me all the questions. I'm like, which is not
Yeah.
anything I want. I just
I don't want to
wanted,
make any decisions.
yeah, I didn't want to contemplate the options.
Mhm.
I wanted you to tell me,
Yep.
I got the room.
Yeah.
We're going on this date.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be like, yes.
Yep.
You know, it was funny because someone else told me that would be their nightmare. And I was like, really? They're like, I need to know all the details.
I laugh in the face of that.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Like, this would be my dream come true. Like,
oh my gosh.
so
Just have me show up.
yeah,
please.
exactly. And I said that from the beginning, but then they were like asking me, and then it was starting to get pricey.
Yeah.
Because the rooms were scarce with
I feel
one-
like that would be my only thing would be price.
Yeah. So the price started
Cleanliness.
climbing
Yeah,
up
yeah.
because they were being snatched up.
Oh jeez.
So then I was like, I don't know. Now I'm not sure, right? I mean, I already said yes,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, it was supposed to be not
Yeah. It
like
wasn't
this
supposed to-
expensive
yeah.
thing, but it's gonna be because we're slow to get it,
Mhm.
right? Then other people were like, heard. So then once other people I know in the tennis community heard that I was going, they're
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, you're going? Like,
Mhm.
can I come with you?
Oh.
And I was like, well, at this point, we might be better off getting a house,
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb,
Yeah.
instead of, I think the difficulty was finding a single room
Sure.
close to the venue
Yeah.
because those were all snatched up. So I was like, well, so then I say, you know what, to this person,
Mhm.
I don't think we can get a single room close to the venue now. It's too close.
Mhm.
Are you open to me adding a couple more people and then we
Mhm.
get an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, yes.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So I end up,
And you didn't want to do this.
I did not want to do
Mhm.
this, but I felt like there was no choice at this
Yeah.
point, right? And because people are just coming to me and asking
Mhm.
me, like, can I join your trip?
Yeah.
I ended up, well, I had Adonis. I'm like, he's familiar with Indian Wells. So he's like, I can get you a house. Thank God.
Yeah.
And then but I ended up divvying up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. We got it handled. Let's go.
Yeah.
The room division. So there's a mom and daughter that
Mhm.
is coming on this trip
Mm-hmm.
that got added.
Mm-hmm.
Mom is 70.
Mm.
Daughter, but she's like totally able-bodied.
Mm-hmm.
She plays tennis still, able-bodied, totally fit as a fiddle.
Yep.
Like, great.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I'm like, the biggest room should go to them.
Yes.
And then, but because, no, what? Let me back up. There's a little bit of extra thing. I added one more person.
So it was 6 people total.
Let me think. Me,
Not Adonis. Oh, okay.
6 people total.
6 people.
It was supposed to be
Okay.
5.
Okay.
But this one last person asked me after
Yeah.
they got wind.
Mhm.
And she's like the nicest, easiest going person I know.
Mhm.
So I was like, no problem.
Yeah.
And I had to make that decision quick
Totally.
because it's not like I was gonna cut it off here,
Yeah.
right? But then the original Barb was
Uh-huh.
like, you just added another person without consulting me?
Mm.
And I'm like, well, I mean, and we had room for it.
Mhm.
There's plenty of room
Mhm.
in the house we got.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, I just had to make a decision
Mhm.
and I'm going to cut it off here.
Yeah.
But it would, and also we were price conscious when building this
Sure.
trip, right? I was like, also, it would help everybody out
Yeah.
with the price.
Yeah.
Everybody should be happier. She's
Mhm.
like, well, I just like to be consulted. I'm like, and my point at this juncture was like, I feel like you should be thanking me.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
like little thank you goes a long way,
Yep.
especially when I didn't even want. So I did say that. I said, you know, I
Okay.
didn't even want to plan this.
Okay, good.
So I made the decision
yeah.
because the part of the reason why we're here now is
Yeah.
you didn't make the decision
Sure.
quick enough.
Yeah.
And so I can't dilly-dally.
And she had originally said you had already communicated that to her, and she
yeah,
said
and
she
I was like, you know, I'm just going to
plan.
make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a little bit of like, but I felt bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm listening
Mhm.
and I'm like, well, this person is self-conscious.
Mhm.
They don't know any of the people that are coming on the
Mm.
trip. I'm bringing the group.
Mhm.
So maybe I'm trying to imagine her, you know.
Sure.
So I start to feel bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I I sense you're uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I feel bad. Maybe I should have consulted with you. I really was trying to get it done.
Mhm.
So why don't you get the pick of the room?
Mm.
So then I ended up giving her the master room,
Mhm.
which had the biggest bed and the bathroom.
Mhm.
And then there's another room that has a full bedroom, and then there's
Mhm.
another room with twin beds
Mhm.
and another room with bunk beds.
Mhm.
Then once it gets established, the other people are like, why does she get the master room? I'm like, well, now I have to explain to people, like, listen, originally it was supposed to be her and I, but
Listen. If you're joining a trip late,
exactly. Okay, so that's another.
please.
Yeah. So
Like,
then,
please.
right. You didn't plan shit.
Exactly.
So I did tell the people questioning. I was
Yeah.
like, so then, okay, originally the room was, I was like, this is all the things I didn't want to do, right?
Right.
I was just supposed to show up and have a good
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
So then, when we're splitting the room, I'm like, okay, you know, do you think that because you get the big room, maybe you should pay more because you're not sharing it? Other people are sharing it. Or I think
Yeah.
actually what happened was, I said split it evenly,
Okay.
just make it easy.
Yeah.
And then when it came time for the rental car,
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, how about those, if you're not sharing a room, we pay for the rental car. That was my
Okay.
thing. And then the Barb was like, what? No. I thought that was a fair,
Yeah.
like, thing. You don't have to
Mhm.
share the room. So
Mhm.
those of you that don't pay for the sharing of the room, pay for the rental car. I
Mhm.
thought that would be
Yeah.
even, and and she was like,
Mhm.
no. Well, everything should be split evenly. I was like, okay. And then I get the people that are like, shouldn't the price be, I'm sharing the room with you. The room that we're sharing together should be split between us. Right?
Mhm.
That's also logical. And I'm like, so then I said, oh my God. Blah blah. Like
Oh my
I
God.
got
Like
all these
no good
people in
deed.
my ear, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I said, this Barb came up with the trip
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have even done
She
the
didn't do.
trip
Yeah.
if she hadn't approached me. So I
Exactly.
gave her first dibs in the
Mhm.
room.
Mhm.
So that's just what it is. And
Yep.
she didn't want to add more people, but
Yeah.
she adjusted her plan. So
Mhm.
I'm rewarding her for that.
Mhm.
And then everybody was like, fine. Like, everybody
Mhm.
calmed down. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, it is just what it is.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm getting a twin bed.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's like,
There's nothing comfortable.
yeah, I'm
For
like, you
you.
know
Yeah.
what? I'll take the twin bed
Yeah.
with this other chick that's really cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys all,
Mhm.
I don't even ask for
Mhm.
whatever. But once we get to the place,
Mhm.
that's another thing, right? It's hard to decide on the rooms without seeing
Oh,
it.
totally.
Yeah. Once we get to the
Oh God.
place, the master room is massive.
Uh-huh.
Massive. It is kind of ridiculous
Yeah.
for one person to take up that room.
Yeah.
And the bathroom also has 2 sinks.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, it doesn't make sense once
No.
we get there. So I tell Barb, I'm like, Barb, like, do you really need to use this room? Because
Yes.
it makes sense for 2 people to be using
Yes.
this bathroom. So
Yes.
then it frees up the other bathroom
Yes.
that's accessible to everybody. And she was like, but I thought it was already decided. Immediately. I thought we already decided on this.
You don't have more of a say if you're paying equal amounts.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know we decided, but looking at the situation, this is a mother and daughter duo. The mom is 70 years old. It's also like a respect thing.
Totally.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, well, let me go check out the beds.
Okay.
I have a bad back.
Okay. If you had all of these stipulations,
Yeah,
you should have done the work.
right. Well, so then she Goldilocks it
Oh God.
and goes on each and every single bed
Uh-huh.
to test out the mattress.
Oh my gosh.
And there's another room that I wanted her to have.
Yeah.
That's the next biggest room
Sure.
with the biggest bed,
Yep.
ample space.
Yep.
She goes and plops down. She goes, no, too soft. Too soft? And it's a memory foam, Jane. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, it's too soft. I need that other. It was already decided. I need that other room. I'm like, what? I feel it. I know it's memory foam. So I go to the center. I'm like, Barb, like go to the center of the bed. She was just sitting on the edge. So you're like sliding off. And I'm like, Barb, go to the middle. It is a memory foam. It is plenty stiff enough.
Yeah.
She begrudgingly goes to the middle.
She's like a child.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine. She takes that room. But like just the
This
whole
isn't starting off on a good foot.
Yeah, I'm like
And how many nights was it?
Let me see. We got there Wednesday, Thursday. Wait. 3 nights?
Okay.
3 nights.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we came
So
back.
Wednesday
Yeah.
to Saturday.
3 nights.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's 4. 3 or 4.
Okay.
But that's how we're starting.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see
not good.
This other friend.
They're all there. All the other people are there. And while this is happening.
Not
okay.
yet.
You guys
but this
got there
other
first.
cool chick that I already said I'm sharing the room with. She's the coolest one.
Okay.
She's like,
Thank
I
God.
can see her eyes. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, we're already like, ooh. And this is your first impression of somebody.
I'd be like,
what did you
know
do,
what?
Ellen?
I booked a hotel room. I'll see you guys there.
I know.
Yeah, and so you're feeling responsible.
Yeah.
It's so much headache for you.
And
you're
the other
trying to
cool
be the middleman who never wanted this role.
Right. The other cool person, she's already actually had 2 back surgeries.
Oh my gosh, she's the one.
But
with the
she
bad
was
back.
like,
yeah.
You know what? I'll take the smallest room.
Oh
Like,
my god.
don't care.
Yeah.
She was like, Later she told me like after seeing that, I was just like, I don't fucking care. Like get me the farthest room away from her.
Yeah.
And I
Ooh.
was like, that one actually had the twin 2 beds. My biggest thing was I didn't want to get stuck in a bunk bed or anybody to get stuck in a bunk bed.
But who can be in the bunk bed? It can't be the 70-year-old,
luckily,
the mom in her 70s.
Right. Luckily, me and the cool chick were in the twin bed flat, right? And then there was the bunk bed. And the sweetest one that joined us last, she's in the bunk bed, but nobody's using the top. So that's nice, right?
That is nice.
Because it's like, okay, that was we're all women, you know, like grown women. We don't want to be climbing down the bunk bed to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So that got settled. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's done. We're now just going to have a fucking good time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jane. Every scenario you can think of where there is like I don't even so this is awkward, okay? We get in the car, rental car. The car beeps. Beep, 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 beep. We don't know why.
Okay.
We're like, what does that sound? Like, okay. Everybody check your door. Everybody's checking. What's going on?
Who's driving?
The cool
Not
chick.
you. Okay.
Well, I'll get to that in a minute. She closes the door. It's her door.
It's her door.
That won't close. Or she didn't, because she's big and like she wasn't closing it properly.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, right? But if we say like, let's check the doors and you're like, why? Like, why? Just do it.
Maybe she was self-conscious about, maybe she knew and she was like self-conscious. But that's the perfect time to check your door.
Right, like everybody's checking the door. No, I'm not, we hadn't thought.
Right.
Why is this,
right.
like nobody was singling her out. It didn't even occur to us. We're like, I don't know. Why is it beeping? Let's all close our doors.
Yeah.
But it's like.
This is so funny that you're all traveling in one car.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I mean? I would be like, you can come, yeah, but everybody figure out their own lodging. Everyone figure out their own transportation.
Well,
like,
well,
we'll see.
There were 2 cars
there. Yeah,
there were 2 cars. So the mom and daughter had rented a car on their own. because they already said we're gonna
Yeah,
go do our own
totally. Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I was like, okay, so that there's three of
Totally.
us in
Yeah.
the other car,
Okay.
and whoever can like switch out, right?
Got
Plenty
it.
of car.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a perfect segue
Mhm.
into where I'm going into next. So the first day, it's out in the
Mhm.
heat. Barb
Mhm.
is heat exhausted,
Okay.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long day.
Yeah.
The next day, she wakes up. She's like, I don't feel good.
Oh.
I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
so sorry. I don't feel good. But these are like stadium passes.
Yeah.
We get access all day
Oh
long.
my gosh,
And there's
yes.
matches we want to see that
Yes.
start from morning. Da, da, da.
Mhm.
So I tell Barb, like, hey,
Mhm.
there's a car going at the other girls are just like into doing it
Mhm.
early.
Yeah.
Me and cool girl roommate of mine, we're not morning people.
Yeah.
And so I say, we're going later,
Mhm.
like more like 11,
Mhm.
10 to 11. You can choose to go with the early or
Mhm.
there's two options.
Yeah.
At that point when I offered that, I didn't know that she was feeling bad, right?
Mhm.
And so then she was like, "Oh no, I'm feeling bad. I should go to the later one." I'm like, "Oh, okay, we'll go closer to 10 to 11."
Mhm.
10 rolls around. I'm like, "Hey, we're ready to go." She's like, "I'm not feeling good." I'm like, "Okay, I don't want you to go if you're feeling bad.
Mhm.
I still need to like cool myself off from yesterday, blah blah blah." Totally fine.
Mhm.
Like, okay, so can we go because we have a match we want to see
Yeah.
at 11, and you can meet us there with an Uber. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what it'll help to do. Like, begrudgingly. I'm like, but she's willing to do it, right? Okay, fine. Later, we've been roaming. We saw the matches that day that we wanted to see, and we're tired, right?
Mhm.
And I would say this was around like 6-ish.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, pretty much all day. So I'm like, we're ready to go.
Mhm.
And she says, what? But I didn't get here till like 3 to 4.
Yeah.
And I thought we were gonna do nighttime because
Uh-huh.
the matches can go on till like
Okay.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna do nighttime because the night before we were out till like 10.
Mhm.
I was like, well, that's why we're tired because we
Yeah.
were out till 10. But
Yeah.
now, and we've been roaming around all day.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yeah, but I mean, we're spent. And then
Mhm.
she's like, so I have to get an Uber back again, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I was like, you know what? Why don't you do what you want to do and we'll come pick you up?
No.
That's what I offered.
What was the drive like? But
15, 20
Okay.
minutes.
oh my gosh, the Uber can't be that bad.
Honest, 30, 40 bucks, she says.
Yeah, but you're
Right.
already there.
But also, like, my thing is, I would not
Drag
put other
everyone
people.
down
Yeah.
with you.
But she was just like, oh, man, I've already spent so much. I thought, I paid for the car too. Blah. So I'm like, you know what? We'll come pick you up. We'll come pick you up. Me and
She really needed was a security blanket / personal assistant.
yeah.
And
So the
it
more
would have
I'm
been
realizing,
so much worse for you if you didn't have other people there.
I know. I was like, oh my God. I wasn't asked because
No,
I was
no.
fun. I was asked to be
She
used.
Yes, she needed somebody to lean on.
So then it's just like, it's
And
like
it was
building
like
up me.
not satisfactory to her because this was like totally different than what she had envisioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so me and the other girl go out to dinner. I'm like, let her just do her own thing.
Yeah.
And the other girl's like, girl, who is this person? I'm like, I know. I don't know what happened.
Like,
I
have
feel
no
bad.
idea.
I feel bad. Like, and
I
while this is
know.
happening, oh my God. I didn't tell you this other big thing that happened.
Oh God.
So Djokovic,
Yeah.
right? We were roaming around the tennis thing, and we found out that Djokovic was signing. We didn't know. So we saw a
Yeah.
little line, right? And
Exciting.
Barbara was like, what's that line for?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. So Barb asked somebody, what are you guys starting this line for? Oh, this is a signing for Djokovic. He's coming in like
Yeah.
3 hours, right?
Oh my gosh.
2, well, it was 2.
Okay.
It was supposed to be 2, but then
Okay.
he came late. It was 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, when I heard that,
Mhm.
she was like, oh, that sounds cool.
Mhm.
I immediately, I want to meet Djokovic.
Yeah.
Like, there's not I was like, once I knew, I was like, oh, then I want to stand in line.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you want to do that? Okay. I guess I'll do it too.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like really like a match that we had to see at that time. So I was
Yeah.
like, then this is the perfect time to meet Djokovic.
Yeah.
So we stand in line.
Yeah.
But as we're standing in line, you know, she's like, oh my God, this is how, like, oh, this is hard on my body. I'm like, do you want to go sit down? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you know, I don't know. We can take turns.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, we can take turns. But then they start cracking on the line. Like, you can't leave. But we didn't know that at this point, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, we text the rest of our group, like,
Mhm.
this is where we're at. They come.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay, we'll stand in line for Djokovic too.
Mhm.
Not all of them, just 3 more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we asked the people behind, are you okay with our group?
Yeah.
And they're like, totally fine.
Oh,
The
nice.
nicest people.
Yeah.
So then we're all standing in line. Oh, and then now before the crew came,
Mm-hmm.
Barb had to go to the bathroom. I said, go to the bathroom. I'll
Mhm.
stand in line. But she was gone for a long time.
Okay.
She wasn't coming back. I'm like, okay. But then the other 2 people came. And then I was like, wait, I realized I don't have anything signed. Like,
Yeah.
what should we get signed? I was
Yeah.
like, can I go to the store and buy some tennis balls?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, yeah. Then the person, my other friend, was like, can you buy me a tennis ball?
Mhm.
We'll get it both signed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I go to the store. I'm looking at things. And, you know, we still had 2 hours to
Yeah.
kill, right? So I'm like going and going. Then I get a call
Yeah.
from the friend standing in line. Like, you need to come back.
Uh-huh.
They're like cracking on the line. They're giving wristbands.
Oh my gosh.
They're saying if you don't stand in line. But we spent already so much time in line. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my God. Okay, I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like wrapping up, and then I get out the store. As soon as I step out, Barb is at the entrance. And Barb is
Fuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hyperventilating.
yeah. I'm like, whoa.
What is going on?
And I have these tennis balls
Yeah.
in my boobs. I'm like holding them like,
Yeah.
Barb, what's happening? Barb was waiting for me
Uh-huh.
to get out of the store.
Oh.
She's like, I don't want to make a big deal, but this is like so not cool. I'm like,
what?
what's
Did
what's
you know she
happening?
was coming out of line?
No,
with you?
no. I'm like, she's like, listen, so they were standing in line and they got you a wristband, but they didn't get me a wristband. And like, it's bullshit because I found the line and it's like really messed up that, like, why wouldn't that girl also get me a wristband? And I'm like,
How
what?
old is? Because she sounds like a teenager.
60.
Oh, I think he said 16.
60.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm just, it was a full-on crash out.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine your face.
My face is this. I froze.
Yeah.
And then I say, you know what?
Uh.
You can have mine.
Yes. I mean, that is totally something you would do.
I was
Yeah.
like, you can take it. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want it. Like, I mean, in that moment, I mean, of course I wanted it, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is not worth this. And she's like,
Yeah.
no, I can't do that. I can't. I think that if I pushed her enough, she would have. But she said I can't. I was like,
Barb sounds like Sawyer. It sounds a lot
Right.
like Sawyer.
right. It was Sawyer. I went on this trip with Sawyer. I can't take it. I'm like, and then I say, okay, I need you to calm. I said, calm down. I said, listen, I was in that line talking to everybody, like all the people running the line. I know me. I bet I can get you a wristband.
Yes.
I say that.
Yeah,
I'll use my people skills.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Let's just
Mhm.
go back
Yeah.
and let's just chill out.
Mhm.
Like, I'm very resourceful,
Mhm.
Barb. Like, I was talking to everybody. I was talking to the employees. Let me just work my magic.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to do that?
Just
I'm
watch
like,
me.
I'm offering you a
Yeah.
plan,
Yeah.
right? And I said, let's go back to the line.
Mhm.
So I can't go back right now.
Oh my gosh.
I need a moment.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, you sit down and have your moment, and I'll go figure it out. So I go back,
Mm-hmm.
and the people. So what happened was, the people, in our friend group, the ones that came later, they didn't even see Barb in the line.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't realize Barb was even in the line.
Right. And how were they supposed to know? They didn't know about, you didn't know about wristbands.
Yeah,
And,
But
yeah.
because they were there with me, and I went to
Yeah.
go get the merchandise to get
Yes.
signed,
Sure.
they were like, "Oh my God, we have to get Ellen's."
Yes.
So what my clever friend did was, when they were coming, like, this person has to be in line. If they're not in, then they're out, right?
Yeah.
Just so happened that right at that time, someone I knew had come and said, "Where's Ellen?" Like someone they saw that they knew that was the group I was with, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, I wanted to say hi to Ellen."
Yeah.
And then my clever friend pulled her. Was like, "Here's Ellen.
Yeah.
Can you be Ellen for a second?"
Yeah.
So then that's how they got the
Yeah,
wristband.
yeah,
Quick
yeah.
thinking, right?
Mhm.
But they didn't see Barb at the line at the time when
Mhm.
they came over, so
Mhm.
it didn't occur to them.
Yeah.
So I come back, but Barb had already cursed her out
Mhm.
and was like, "This is bullshit," right? So she had left, like, you know,
Yeah.
having a crash out, and the people behind me that didn't even
Uh-huh.
know Barb was like, "Your friend, I think she's not okay."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I just talked to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try to talk to everybody
Mhm.
and see what I can do."
Mhm.
So I was talking to everybody.
Mhm.
Finally, Barb comes back. She's like,
Mhm.
"So, actually, someone saw my crash out, and it turns out that person works with Djokovic's line,
Oh
and
my
they felt
God.
so bad they gave me one. Sorry, guys." Like,
Crickets.
right. But how fucking awkward now, right?
No.
Like,
And this is in the middle of the trip still, so
yeah,
there's more
very
trip.
much.
Oh my God.
How?
That's truly like hell
And the
within
person that she
paradise.
blew
Yeah.
up on was the youngest member in our group,
Uh-huh.
who's like 29.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "I can't
Mm.
imagine being that lady is like
Double her
double my."
age
She was like, "That lady is double
and
my
hasn't
age."
matured a day.
Ellen. And I'm like, how, why, Ellen? Why did you, why did you, so it lands on me, right? And I'm like, listen, she's funny. I mean,
That's all you knew was
yeah, that's
like the
all
stage
really,
persona.
and I did travel with her before, but that was like 7 years ago.
Okay. And probably not
I
this
guess
close.
it was just the two of us,
Oh.
but we were both busy doing our own.
Yeah.
We had different schedules for
Mhm.
doing our sets.
Mhm.
So I think we could go separate ways,
Mhm.
and she was more in shape, and
Yeah.
like, oh
Oh, what a hard lesson.
yeah. So then, but every scenario you can think of,
Yeah.
Jane. So for example, like every single, so like I had a tag sticking out. She's like, "Let me get that tag for you." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Mhm.
Tags don't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, she tucked it. She's like, "Oh, did you know that there is a safety pin in here? You know those like little safety
Yeah.
pins with the
Mhm.
handmade whatever?" I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." She goes, "Oh my God, Ellen, how could you have walked around with the safety pin? Imagine if that safety pin got unclasped and then punctured your hole, and if you were bleeding out and had an infection, like you'd have to go to." I was like, I said to this person, "Barb, I have never in my life thought about that aspect
Mhm.
of a little safety pin holding a tag.
Mhm.
Like, wow." So I
Mhm.
said, "Wow,
She
it must be."
catastrophizes
Yeah.
everything.
And it's like if Final Destination,
Yes.
that movie,
Yeah.
were a person
Mhm.
in every scenario.
Mhm.
Like we're at this restaurant featuring the stadium, right?
Mhm.
You can see the stadium onto the side. And we're eating at this restaurant, great view. All of a sudden, it's getting evening time. The sky's turning dark. I kid you not. We're in the desert, Jane. We're in the
Mhm.
fucking Palm Springs desert, right? And the reason this tournament is held here is because it's sunny as fuck, right?
Mhm.
She goes, "Is that a rain cloud?" Oh my God, that's a rain cloud. What? The sky is turning. That looks like thunder.
Uh-huh.
I can't be out there if it's raining. I say, "I think that's just a cloud." Like, because it's turning night.
Yeah.
She goes, "No, that looks like lightning to me." I'm like,
Did it rain?
"No!" I'm like, pretty sure that's not. And literally everybody at the table is like giving me the eyes. Like, I say, like, there's no rain in the forecast. And the reason they have this tournament here is because I mean, of course, there's been times there's been rain.
Of course.
But, like, that's not what was happening,
Yeah.
Jane. That was not the night. It was the night coming.
Yes.
It was nighttime, Jane.
Yes.
So I'm like, no. And she goes, and then she's making that face like I'm being ridiculous by telling her that there's no rain coming. And she's like, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm like this in Seattle, too. I recognize rain clouds. And I say, well, in the history of Indian Wells, I don't think anybody's been hit with the lightning in the stands. You can fact check me. Like these crazy things.
Yeah.
Or, okay, also at the grounds, there's like these drinks. They're hella, one drink was $30.
Oh, yeah.
They're gouging you out, right?
Totally.
But they come with these nice cups that you could take home.
Okay.
It has all the winners of the past.
Yeah.
So me and, the 29-year-old were drinking. And then she's like, Ellen, I'm going to chug this cup. Do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to keep my cup, right? But I hadn't thought about keeping her cup.
Yeah.
Before I could even answer, Barb goes, I want it. And I'm like, okay, you can, it would be nice to have a pair. But I'm like, you know what? I hadn't even thought, like my brain hadn't even processed the question. And she goes, I want it. So the 29-year-old's like, okay,
Did she have a drink of her own?
No. So the 29-year-old gives it to her, and she goes, now I have to carry it.
My eyes are rolling to the back of my
imagine this
head.
at every fucking turn. Oh, my God, Jane.
To go on a kid-free trip only to find out you're there with, like, the most spoiled teenager.
Insane.
Crazy.
The car thing. Let me mention another thing about the car thing, okay? It sucks, right?
Yeah.
Your body is not doing what you want it to do. So I try to really and the reason I said yes to this trip was that I wanted to be helpful. I did. I genuinely did. But we're sitting in the car and the beeping.
Yes.
Okay, we do the doors. It's not the doors. Beeping. And the 29-year-old is the one driving. And she's like, it's the seatbelts. Because the seatbelt alarm is coming off. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's all do our seatbelts. We do the seatbelts. It's still beeping. I had never seen this in a car. I know that in the front, I thought the seatbelt sensors were only for the front. This car had a seatbelt sensor for each and every single seat. All three in the back are lit up. So we all do the seatbelt check. She does it in the back again. Now only two are lit up in the back. So the 29-year-old, so basically she's sitting in the back by herself, but all three seats are being lit up because of the
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
So
it's
then
sensing that there's two
the
more people.
29-year-old kindly says, hey, let's just plug all the seatbelts without saying what she figured out.
Yeah.
She goes, why? I'm like, it must be just the seatbelt dysfunction. Like, can you just plug it up? Ugh. Like, it's for you. You know what I mean? Oh, Jane. So I tell this to Adonis, and he's like, shaking his head. Shaking his head.
I feel like
you
that's
can just see him,
all
right?
Adonis does is listen to your stories and shake his head.
I know, Jane. I know. You did it again. You dumb bitch. That's what I feel when he's looking at me and shaking his head. You dumb
Thought
bitch.
you learned.
I know. When will you ever learn your fucking lesson?
This is a situation I would never find
Oh,
myself
yeah.
in.
Adonis would fucking never. In fact, Adonis is the one that told me of the saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yes.
And I was like, what does that mean? I never heard that before. And he was like, you've never heard that? You should make that your mantra.
I mean, you've never heard that. Therefore, you find yourself in these situations.
Oh, Jane.
Oh, Ellen.
Jane.
Mm.
I really, Jane, you know me. I really, really did it from my heart.
I know you did, and I know you did.
You're teary. You had tears in your eyes. It's because you could imagine Adonis's face.
I mean, I could imagine my Adonis's face, and I also
Had that face
mean,
as you're listening to me.
I would have seen red flags. The second I'm not getting any trip details, and I probably would have said, found a convenient excuse as to why I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
Wait, when you didn't get trip details from me?
No. If I didn't get trip, if that were me in your situation,
Yeah.
and we're getting close to this trip, I'm not getting any trip details.
Oh, yeah,
from the person who invited me. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
point
yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
have bowed out and said,
I
like,
had an out. I should
yeah.
have taken it. Instead, and that again.
And I would have pulled the, I didn't know it was still happening. Instead, she flips it around and said, I didn't know you were still coming. Right? I would have been like, oh,
Yeah.
I had
And you know
something
why
come
I
up
did
because
that,
I wasn't sure.
Jane? It wasn't for me.
I know.
I felt when I talked
Mm-hmm.
to this person, I could tell they were not in a great place
Yep.
and really needed something to look forward to. So I thought, you know what? Let me
take this off of her.
Let me make it happen because
Yeah.
I know I can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I thought, no yes, thank you, but not in the amount. Like when we picked her up
Mm-hmm.
after roaming, having dinner and coming back for her, she was like, "Oh, you're not at the right. I'm not there where you told us to be here." So we show up at gate 10. She's not at gate 10.
I am just imagining this is a huge tournament and it's a huge event. Logistics, it's complicated. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's not the simplest thing to like go and pick her up. You know what I mean?
No. So exactly. And she was like, "Well, the Uber this morning dropped me up at gate 10, so pick me up at gate 10."
Okay.
Not like
my
what's
God.
most convenient for
Yeah.
us. Fine, we'll pick you up at gate 10. Go to gate 10, not there. Oh, well, cuz I didn't know where to be, like I said gate 10, but I actually didn't know where the Uber dropped me off, kind of. So now I'm roaming around. Like, can you find me at this parking lot? I'm like, what? Luckily, she didn't make it far, so we found her. Blake, shut up.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I hope your Korea trip is not like this.
No, and you know why I don't think it will be? Because I think
you didn't have to do the itinerary.
Right.
And everyone has their own.
And there's a tour
lodging.
guide.
Yes, there's a
so
guide.
I'm part of the tour, but like
Mhm.
I'm supposed to have my own fun.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna. I think also there's boundaries with like strangers in a way. It actually makes me look more forward to that trip to wipe the bad taste off of this trip.
Yeah.
Jane, I don't understand. I tried so hard, and by the end, and like just the dumbest shit. Okay, this is another thing that like didn't even. So me and the 29-year-old we're all into tennis, and one of the coolest things that she did was she went to Wimbledon, right?
Mm-hmm.
At a slam, and got to watch Alcaraz versus Sinner, which in the tennis world, do you know those players?
Nope.
Okay, but like it's like saying, Nadal and Federer, right? And they had their rivalry for years.
Yeah.
So this is
iconic.
a new rivalry.
Yeah.
And so to see them in the finals in a grand slam, this girl did that.
Okay.
With her father. So she's telling, and I said, you know what? And she was young. She figured it all out. And I said, you know what? That's so cool you did that. And with your dad, and you have this like thing with him, and it was historical. You got to be part of this historical match.
Yeah.
From the back seat, Barb says, "What's historical about it?"
Oh my.
I'm like, and at this point, Jane, I'm so fucking fed up. I was like,
Debbie Downer.
I
We
said,
should call her Debbie.
what's historic? What
Yeah.
do you mean? And she goes, I've seen Carlos and I've seen Sinner.
You're twice her age.
Like, so we're competing now?
Yeah.
Not in the, no, she says this, not in the same match, but I've seen them both, but what makes it historical? And I say, what makes it historical? Well, now this is a new rivalry of the young generation.
Yeah.
She's at a Grand Slam in Wimbledon. She's watching them in finals. She's doing it with their dad. I mean, I would say it's fucking historical. It's going to go in the history books as the beginning of their rivalry. So I would say it's fucking historical. Like, at this point, I said it. And then she's like, oh, okay. Why? And all because she was jealous that I gave praise to this young girl who did a thing. Because I think before, she goes to the U.S. Open every year, and I applauded her for that. I was like, it's so cool. You go every year, and you know how, da-da-da. But she couldn't, she was, I guess, jealous of not being part of that conversation or the fact that I gave this girl her flowers. So bizarre. So bizarre. Anyways.
What are the lessons here that you're...
Never again. I know. I say that all the time. Jane, I really try to be a good
lesson
person.
To everything can't be never again.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me.
Well, I mean...
Okay. Not never again.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to make it specific. It's my trip too.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's my trip too.
Yeah.
It's I can be kind, but I don't have to put myself in the back seat to be kind.
Yeah. It should have been a great experience for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm paying money. I think kindness can still have boundaries. And it's just tough though, because I really felt bad for her being uncomfortable in her body, and then she had the whole, like, she's struggling. Oh, there's just more to tell you. So the night before, she called me hysterical. Night before we're supposed to go off on this fun trip, because she thinks she's going to get fired because her boss hates her.
How is that your problem?
Right. I'm trying to fucking pack. But I was like, oh, that's terrible. Like, we all have had instances where we don't like our boss, right? And she feels she's singled out. And then I was like, well, there's got to be someone else that vouches for you, right? And she goes, well, no, I thought you know a lot of people at work. Well, one person said that I'm difficult. And now, now that I know, I'm like, oh my God, I feel for your boss. Like, I was like, she is the problem. That's why she can't get a single person where there's like multiple employees to vouch for her.
Yeah. That's too bad.
And so I genuinely thought, like, this trip will help you turn around.
Yeah.
You'll be in good spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but what got me here though is my empathy.
I know.
Is my empathy shit?
No, it's not.
Isn't it? I feel too much. I really.
But you get to go on these experiences. Nobody would ask me to go, I don't think. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm too, just like mind my own business. Nobody would ask me to be there.
I need to mind my business more.
So it's an honor. Like,
no, I think.
But yeah, I think what you said
I was
earlier,
used.
it's my trip too. Yeah. So I think that, and that's always the risk for people who are seen as just like super giving and empathetic and understanding.
It's just like when you got asked to bring the stuff back from Korea, right?
Yeah.
Like your kindness, you open the door a little bit. Oh
then
God, it's
that
so sad.
kindness was like the base, like there was no basis there. You know what I mean? It's just like what I show to any teacher, like
Yeah,
to any,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when someone on the street, that type of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It didn't come from like a true personal relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, what lesson? I think the biggest difficulties I've had is when I let someone in my space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So not literally opening the door
Yeah.
to my home or to my travel, like
Yeah.
something that really actually
And now you know like what you enjoy about a trip and what makes it not enjoyable. So next time if you get an invitation like that, or say let's say like with Barb, and great, I'd love to go. Thanks for the invite.
yeah.
Let's figure out our own, accommodations. Or I'm probably,
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable staying by myself, so I'll see you there. That
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yes.
Like you have to set those boundaries.
It sucks because I think everybody else was happy.
Good.
I know, like
Yeah.
under normal circumstances, I think this would have been fine.
Right. Yeah, but it wasn't normal circumstances. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a tattoo. Hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah.
No
And
good
also
deed.
like they weren't forthcoming with what they expected. She wasn't forthcoming with what she expected from you, right?
Yeah, and I sadly think it's also aging. You know how like when someone gets
Mhm.
older, and this like I got kind of fearful about it. Like you kind of get into your worst habits.
Yes, absolutely. And I take it she doesn't have a partner.
No.
Okay. So that makes it tougher too.
And the other
yeah.
red flag should have been when she called me the night before and said she had nobody else to talk
Yeah.
to this about.
Yeah. That is a red flag.
I should have.
It's a red flag.
I mean, I did get the red flag, but it was
Mhm.
too late.
Yeah. You know what's a red flag for me is like when there's questionable people. Like the first thing I always ask is, does she still talk to her bridesmaids?
I don't talk to all my bridesmaids.
Oh, red flag. Red flag. Okay. I mean, like life happens, right?
Oh, wait. To be
But
fair,
this has happened too many times
Right.
where questionable people have.
Actually,
there's
no.
something off, and come to find out, they have ostracized or like had fallouts with people from each stage of their life.
Right. Let me. You know what? I have a caveat though. Like,
Sure.
let me rephrase
Defend
that.
yourself.
Yes, let me defend myself. The bridesmaid I kicked out before she was officially a bridesmaid at the wedding.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do speak to all other bridesmaids.
And you have friends from college and like,
Yeah. I replaced the bridesmaid before she officially was a bridesmaid at the wedding because I knew I'm not going to look at this person for the rest of my life.
Or like those people who like on presumably one of the most important days of your life.
Yeah.
Brought together like a motley crew
Yeah.
of people you knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like people around them reflect
Yeah. Right.
who you are and what you've invested.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm off the bridesmaid red flag.
Yeah. Cleared.
Woo!